The first new style cast we'll look at is the static cast. This one simply performs conversions between compatible types. It is similar but more restrictive than the C-style cast. For example, the C-style cast would allow an integer pointer to point to a char. Since this gives us a 4-byte pointer pointing to 1 byte of allocated memory, writing to this pointer will either cause a runtime error or it will override some adjacent memory on the stack. In contrast to the C-style cast, the static cast will allow the compiler to check that the pointer and pointee data types are compatible, which allow us to catch this incorrect pointer assignment during compilation. If we wanted to force the pointer conversion in the same way as the C-style cast did in the background, we would instead use a Reinterpret Cast. This cast handles conversions between certain unrelated types, such as from one pointer type to another incompatible pointer type. It will simply perform a binary copy of the data without altering the underlying bit pattern. Note that the result of such a low-level operation is system-specific and therefore not portable. It should be used with caution if it cannot be avoided altogether. The third C++ cast is the Const Cast. This one is primarily used to add or remove the const modifier of a variable. Note that although this allows us to change the value of a constant, doing so is still invalid code that may cause a runtime error. For example, if the constant was located in a section of read-only memory. Const Cast is instead used mainly when we have a function that takes a non-constant pointer parameter, even though it does not modify the pointee. We can then pass this function a constant variable by using the Const Cast. Keep in mind that the C-style cast can also remove the constant modifier, but again, since it does this conversion behind the scenes, the C++ cast is preferable. Another reason to use the C++ casts is that they are easier to search for in the code than the C-style cast. This is important because casting errors can be difficult to discover